Hello students, welcome to the sixth video lesson of lesson number 17. Name of the lesson you all know, India, the land of festivals, dances and music. In this particular video we are going to see the later part of the lesson, which is dance and music. So let us see what is there. Dance. There are two main types of dances in India, classical and folk. Now, the first one, classical dance. Classical dance is a style of dance of the earlier times. Example of classical dances are Kathak from North India, Odissi and Manipuri from the east, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam from the south. Classical dancers train for a number of years under a guru or teacher. These dances are accompanied by music and songs and are based on religious stories. Now, how many kinds of dances we have? How many types of dances we have in our country? Two kinds. The first one is classical and the other one is folk dance. So the first one is classical dance, and classical dance is a type of dance which is in our country from the earlier times. You can say one of the oldest form of dance of our country is the classical dance. Now you know the different names of the dance. Classical dance, Kathak, which is from North India, Odissi and Manipuri, which is from the eastern part of our country. Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam, these classical dances are from southern part of our country. Now, to be a dancer, to be a classical dancer, you need to train for a number of years. It's not that easy. It's not easy like the Western dance. It's very tough. You have to give a number of years to make yourself professional in that particular dance under a guru or a teacher. Now, we have music also and songs also. And mostly these dances are based on religious stories. When you see the dance, there is some stories behind that dance. There is a story depicted in that particular classical dance. This is all about classical dance. Now, what is folk dance? Let us see. Folk dances are very different from classical dances. No special training is required for folk dances. These dances are performed by common people on different types of happy occasions. There are some folk dances to celebrate the beginning of a new season and some to celebrate the harvest season. The special features of any folk dance are the beating of drums, a lot of clapping, singing and wearing colorful regional dresses. Some examples of folk dances are Bhangra and Gidda from Punjab, Ghumar from Rajasthan, Chhau from Odisha, Rauf from Kashmir, Bihu from Assam, Garba and Dandiya from Gujarat, Lavani from Maharashtra. So what is a folk dance and what is the basic difference between a folk dance and a classical dance? Folk dance, it is different from classical dance. In what sense? In the sense that to be a classical dancer, you need to train yourself under a guru or a teacher. But to be a folk dancer, you don't need to train yourself. Is it? Now, these dances are performed by the common people on different occasions, like when you are having the new year or some harvest festival you are having. At that time, folk dances are done by the people of that particular region where that particular harvest season is celebrated. So I hope you all understand. Now, what kind of music we have in the folk dance? The beating of drums, clapping, singing, and what they wear? They wear colorful regional dresses. The dresses are regional and they are colorful. Now, name of the different folk dances. Which are those? So you have seen Bhangra, Ghumar, Chhau, Rauf, Bihu, Garba and Lavani. These are the different folk dances from the different parts of our country. You need to learn all these, the names of all these dances and their respective states. You need to learn. Okay, now there is something good to know. Let us see what is there. Nowadays, fusion dance has become very popular. It shows a beautiful mix of different cultures. In this form of dance, the traditional forms of dance is beautifully combined with the Western form of dance like ballet and salsa. Now, what is a fusion dance? It says about the fusion dance. What is a fusion dance? Fusion dance is the one in which we combine the different dances. The dances from the Western countries and the dances of our countries, we combine it and make and call it a fusion dance. So it is a very beautiful mixture. When you combine different dances and people, they like it, we like it. And it is called a fusion dance. So I hope if you are interested in dance, you must be knowing about this. Now, about the music. You can see in the picture there are some artists doing some dancers doing the classical dance of our country. Now let us see what is there in the music. Now, music is an important part of our country's culture and heritage. Music is also related to many religious traditions. When priests perform religious ceremonies in the temples, they recite poems and chant slokas. This gives rise to classical music. There are two main types of classical music in India: Hindustani music in North India and Carnatic music in South India. So, our culture, it's very rich. So, in the same way, our music also, it is also very rich. What is the meaning of the word heritage? You can see heritage, something that belongs to people because they were born in that particular place. What is the meaning of heritage? Heritage means something that belongs to the people because they were born in that particular place. For example, I can say the classical dances or music of our country is the heritage of our people. It is not the heritage of Western people. Why it is our heritage? Because we belong to this particular place. So whatever things we have, whatever culture we have, it is our heritage. Something that belongs to the people because those people, they were born in that particular place. That is the meaning of heritage. I hope you understand. So now how it became, how the music it started. So priests, when they performed religious ceremonies in the temples, they used to recite poems and slokas and mantras. You all must be knowing. Now what is the meaning of, there are two words, chant and slokas. You can see the meaning of chant is given here. To say aloud in a song-like manner. When we chant, that means saying aloud in a song-like manner. You are not singing exactly, but it is a song-like manner. You are saying it aloud. That is called chanting. Now, what is the meaning of slokas? You must be knowing. It is given here. Slokas, lines in praise of God. Slokas, it is also called mantras. It is written in Sanskrit and they are written to praise the God. Is it? Now, so this is how the classical music it started. The priest, they had to perform the religious ceremonies and they used to recite poems. And this is how, and they used different musical instruments, and this is how it started. Now we have two kinds of classical music in our country. The first one is Hindustani music, which is from North India, and the second one is Carnatic music, which is from South India. Now, there are many musical instruments which are unique to our country. Some popular Indian musical instruments are Sehnai, Bansuri, Sitar, Tabla, Dholak, Sarangi, Santur, Tanpura, Veena, Mridangam and Harmonium. Now, the musical instruments, just like the festivals and the dances, the musical instruments are also unique. Unique in the sense they are used in our country only. The origin is our country. The origin is India. Which are those musical instruments? You can see the name is given. Sehnai, Bansuri, Sitar, all these musical instruments, their origin is our country, India. Now, let us see what is given in this box. Collect some pictures of festivals, dances and classical music instruments of India. Paste the pictures on 3 separate chart paper sheets. Put up the charts for display in the classroom. Now, we are not in the classroom, but if you wish to do that, you can do it. Now, you can see some folk dances of India. It is displayed in this picture. You can see that. You have you have now seen that India is a land of diversity, not only in dresses, food and languages, but even in festivals, dances, music and musical instruments. We may be different in so many ways, look different and speak different languages, yet we are all Indians. This is the beauty of our country, India. So very beautiful line it is written here. What it says? It says that India is the land of diversity. Though we look different, if you go to the eastern part of our country or southern part of our country, the look of the people may seem different, but they are all same. Our culture is same. Is it? So I hope you all have understood whatever we have discussed in this particular lesson. I think this is it. In the next video, we will see the exercises, also the recap of the lesson. Till then, what you have to do, you have to go through the videos and go through the lesson as well. In case if you don't understand anything, if you find any doubt, any question, you can ask me in the school app or in the online class. Till then, study well. Thank you.